Before we start, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. We share simple, science-backed tips to help you stay healthy, energetic, and strong, even after 50. Eggs are supposed to be one of the healthiest foods on the planet, right? But here's the shocking truth. Most people over 50 are eating them completely wrong. It's not about the cholesterol myths you've heard before. It's about how your body reacts when you cook or combine eggs in certain ways. One small mistake can silently harm your arteries and increase your heart risk, even if you eat healthy. In today's video, I'll show you the most common egg habits that damage your heart and how to fix them. You'll be surprised how one simple change can make eggs your best heart-protecting food instead of a silent danger. The hidden heart trap. Inside your breakfast, you know that cozy feeling of sitting down in the morning, smelling eggs sizzling in the pan, and hearing the soft crackle of bacon beside them. It feels like home, familiar, comforting. For decades, this has been the picture of a good breakfast. But what if that same breakfast, the one you've trusted your whole life, is quietly stressing your heart every single day? Here's the surprising part. The problem isn't the egg. It's what usually comes next to it on your plate. Most people over 50 start their mornings with eggs, plus bacon, sausage, or ham. It tastes great, but this mix creates a dangerous chain reaction inside your body that you probably never think about. When you eat processed meats with eggs, you're adding a heavy load of saturated fat, salt, and nitrates. These compounds make your blood thicker and more resistant to flow. Imagine your arteries as soft, flexible tubes, but with too much sodium and fat, they begin to stiffen. Your heart has to pump harder to push blood through, and over time, that extra effort adds up. Studies show that people who combine eggs with salty meats are more likely to develop high blood pressure and chronic inflammation. It's not immediate. You won't feel it after one breakfast. But this daily repetition builds up silently. Think of it as slow rust forming inside your blood vessels. Now, does that mean you should never enjoy breakfast again? Of course not. The goal isn't to fear your food, it's to understand it. The same eggs that seem harmful in one situation can be perfectly healthy in another. It all depends on the company they keep. If you love a hearty start to your day, try switching out the processed meats. Replace bacon or sausage with half an avocado, some grilled tomatoes, or a few slices of smoked salmon. These foods contain healthy fats that actually help your arteries stay flexible. Add a sprinkle of herbs or a dash of olive oil instead of extra salt. Your taste buds will adapt faster than you think. And here's the part most people don't realize. Once you reduce those salty, fatty sides, your body starts responding within days. Your blood pressure can drop slightly. You'll feel lighter after breakfast. And most importantly, your heart doesn't have to fight as hard. So next time you crack an egg, pause for a moment before you reach for the bacon. That single choice, what you pair it with, can decide whether your breakfast fuels your heart or slowly drains it. You don't need to give up what you love. You just need to give your heart a fair chance to keep loving you back. Overcooked eggs equals oxidized cholesterol. Picture this. You drop an egg into a hot frying pan, it hisses, pops, and starts to turn golden brown. The smell is irresistible. That crispy edge, that well-done look. It feels like you're cooking something hearty and satisfying. But there's a hidden problem most people never think about. When you overcook your eggs, you change the chemistry inside them. And what was once a heart-friendly food can quietly become a source of damage for your arteries. Let's talk about cholesterol, the word that everyone associates with eggs. The truth is, cholesterol itself isn't your enemy. Your body actually needs it to build hormones, repair cells, and protect nerves. The real danger comes when cholesterol gets oxidized. That means it reacts with oxygen and transforms into something sticky and irritating for your blood vessels. When you fry eggs on very high heat, especially until the yolk turns dark or the edges crisp up, the fats and cholesterol inside start breaking down. These oxidized molecules behave differently. They attach more easily to the walls of your arteries. Over time, that buildup can reduce blood flow and make your heart work harder. It's like tiny rust spots forming inside your circulatory system. Most people don't realize that cooking temperature can make this much difference. Scrambling eggs over low to medium heat, or poaching them gently in water, keeps the cholesterol in a stable form that your body can handle. Soft boiled or steamed eggs also protect sensitive nutrients like vitamin D and choline, both of which help lower inflammation and support your heart and brain. And there's another detail: cooking oil. Many people use butter or margarine to fry eggs. Butter burns quickly, and margarine often contains trans fats that worsen oxidation. A light drizzle of olive oil at low heat is a much better option. You still get the flavor, but you avoid turning your breakfast into a chemical stress test for your arteries. Now, you might wonder, do I really need to give up my favorite fried eggs? Not necessarily. The key is moderation and technique. Lower the heat, shorten the cooking time. Don't aim for that deep brown crust. Aim for gentle firmness. Your eggs don't need to look perfect. They need to serve your heart. Here's something you can test yourself. For 1 week, switch from fried eggs to soft-boiled or poached ones. Notice how you feel after breakfast. Many people report less heaviness, more energy, and even better digestion. It's a small change, but it tells you something powerful. Your body recognizes when food is treated kindly. So next time you cook, remember, heat can be both your best friend and your worst enemy. Keep it calm, keep it gentle, and let your eggs work with your body, not against it. The cooking oil mistake. Nobody talks about, you've probably heard people say, it's not what you eat, it's how you cook it. When it comes to eggs, that couldn't be more true. Because even if you buy organic eggs, boil them just right and add the perfect seasoning. One wrong choice of oil can quietly undo everything good in that meal. Let's be honest, most of us don't think twice about the oil we use. We reach for the same bottle that's been sitting near the stove for weeks. Sometimes we even reuse it after frying something the day before, because it looks fine, and throwing it away feels wasteful. But here's the truth most people never hear. Reused oil becomes toxic to your heart. When oil is heated again and again, its structure changes. It breaks down into unstable molecules called free radicals. These are tiny troublemakers that move through your bloodstream, attacking the lining of your blood vessels. Over time, this causes microscopic inflammation, the very process that begins the formation of arterial plaque. So even if you think you're eating a light breakfast, those reused oil residues might be quietly stiffening your arteries from the inside. Now, even fresh oil isn't always safe. The type of oil matters just as much as how often you heat it. Butter, margarine, and many cheap vegetable blends have a low smoke point. That's the temperature at which oil starts to break down and release harmful compounds. When that happens, the oil oxidizes, and you breathe in fumes that irritate your lungs while your heart absorbs the byproducts later. What's the smarter choice? Oils that can handle heat without turning against you. Extra virgin olive oil is a fantastic option for gentle frying or sautéing. If you prefer higher heat, avocado oil is even more stable and rich in heart-protective fats. But here's the trick. No matter which oil you use, don't let it smoke. The moment you see that haze rising from the pan, you're not cooking anymore, you're burning. And what's left in the pan won't nourish you, it'll inflame you. Think of your kitchen as a little chemistry lab. You control the reactions. By simply keeping your heat moderate and your oil fresh, you prevent oxidation before it even starts. Your arteries stay cleaner, your heart works easier, and your breakfast remains what it should be, a source of energy, not harm. So tomorrow morning, before you crack that egg, take 1 extra second to look at your oil. Has it turned darker? Does it smell heavy or bitter? If yes, skip it. Wash the pan. Start fresh. Because your heart deserves oil that's as clean as the food you're trying to make healthy. Tiny choices like this add up, and one day they become the reason your doctor smiles and says, "Your heart sounds perfect. Eggs plus white bread equals sugar spike picture." It's a calm morning. You're sitting at the table with your favorite breakfast. A plate of eggs, a couple of slices of white toast, maybe a little jam or butter on top. It feels harmless, even balanced. Protein from eggs, energy from bread. What could be wrong? But here's the hidden catch. That simple combination can quietly send your blood sugar on a roller coaster ride that your heart doesn't appreciate. Most people think of eggs as the safe part of breakfast, and they're right. Eggs by themselves don't raise blood sugar. In fact, they can help keep you full and stable for hours. The trouble starts when those eggs meet refined carbs like white bread, pancakes, or sweet spreads. That's when your body reacts in ways you might not expect. White bread is made from flour that's been stripped of fiber and nutrients. It digests almost instantly, turning into glucose, sugar, in your bloodstream. When you eat it together with eggs, your body gets confused signals. One part of your meal digests slowly, the other floods your system with sugar. Your pancreas rushes to release insulin to balance things out. The result? A sudden sugar spike followed by a quick drop. You might feel tired an hour later, or crave something sweet before lunch. But what's happening underneath is even more important. Those rapid spikes and drops in blood sugar cause tiny inflammatory reactions in your blood vessels. Over time, this inflammation makes the artery walls weaker and more prone to plaque buildup. So that innocent-looking egg sandwich might be quietly setting your heart up for extra stress. Now here's the good news. The fix is easy. You don't need to give up bread, you just need to make it smarter. Choose whole grain or rye bread instead of white. These options are rich in fiber, which slows digestion and keeps your blood sugar steady. Pair your eggs with vegetables like spinach, tomatoes, or avocado. The healthy fats and fiber in these foods balance out the meal naturally. Think of it as teamwork. Eggs provide protein and nutrients. Whole grains and greens give you the slow, steady energy your heart loves. You stay full longer, your energy stays consistent, and your blood vessels stay calm. And here's a simple experiment. For 1 week, skip the white bread. Have your eggs with half an avocado and a few cherry tomatoes. Notice how you feel mid-morning. No crash, no cravings. That's your body thanking you. It's not about cutting out comfort foods. It's about learning how they work together. The more balanced your breakfast, the less pressure your heart faces during the day, because at the end of the day, every heartbeat deserves steady fuel, not a sugar storm. Ignore the yolk? Big mistake. For years, people were told the same story. Egg yolks are bad for you. So, many did exactly what they thought was right. They threw away the yellow center and ate only the whites, believing they were protecting their hearts. It sounds logical, right? Less cholesterol, less risk. But science has quietly rewritten that story, and what we know now might surprise you. The yolk isn't your enemy. It's actually where most of the egg's nutrition hides. The whites are mostly protein, clean and useful, yes. But the yolk holds the vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats that make an egg truly powerful. Inside that little golden center, you'll find vitamin D for your bones, vitamin B12 for your nerves, and choline, which helps your liver and brain function properly. All of these nutrients work together to lower inflammation, protect your arteries, and even help your body remove excess cholesterol, not add to it. Here's something few people realize. When you eat whole eggs, your body balances the cholesterol intake naturally. The fats in the yolk help regulate absorption, so your overall cholesterol levels often stay stable or even improve. In contrast, when you eat only egg whites, you miss the fats that slow digestion and support hormone health. Over time, this can lead to lower energy, weaker memory, and, ironically, a less balanced cholesterol profile. Let's talk numbers for a moment. 1 or 2 whole eggs a day are considered perfectly safe for most healthy adults, even those watching their cholesterol. The danger comes not from the eggs themselves, but from what they're cooked with: butter, bacon, or cheese. An egg prepared gently with vegetables or olive oil. That's a heart-friendly meal your body knows exactly how to use. And here's something I've seen often in patients over 50. When they start eating the full egg again, instead of just the whites, they feel fuller longer, experience better mental clarity, and even notice improvements in hair and skin. That's because the yolk's healthy fats help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, and E. So, if you've been tossing out the yolks for years, it might be time to rethink that habit. Instead of fearing them, enjoy them respectfully. 1 or 2 whole eggs in the morning can give you stable energy, stronger focus, and better heart protection than any low-fat breakfast. Think of the yolk as nature's built-in balance. It's not there by accident. It completes the egg, and it completes your nutrition. So next time you crack one open, keep that golden center where it belongs, on your plate and in your heart's favor. Timing matters more than you think. Most people believe health is only about what they eat. But there's another piece almost everyone overlooks: when you eat it. The timing of your meals, especially high-protein foods like eggs, quietly shapes how your body uses fat, sugar, and energy throughout the day. Think about how your mornings usually start. You wake up, maybe drink a cup of coffee, then grab something quick. Sometimes you skip breakfast altogether and eat later, maybe even close to bedtime. It seems harmless, but your metabolism doesn't work the same at night as it does in the morning. After 50, that difference becomes even more important. Here's why. Your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm, controls digestion, hormone balance, and how efficiently your heart uses energy. In the early part of the day, your body is ready to process fats and proteins. Your metabolism runs faster, your insulin response is sharper, and your cells are eager to burn energy for movement and focus. That's the perfect time for eggs. They provide stable protein and good fats that keep you full without spiking your blood sugar. But when you eat eggs late in the evening, things change. Your digestion slows down, your body temperature drops, and your liver shifts into its nightly repair mode. Instead of using those fats for energy, your body tends to store them. Meanwhile, your heart and circulatory system work through the night to maintain steady blood flow. Heavy or fatty meals too close to bedtime can make that job harder, leading to restless sleep or mild pressure spikes in the early morning. So the ideal window for eggs, or any protein-rich meal, is earlier in the day. A balanced breakfast between 7 and 10 a.m. gives your metabolism a gentle push and sets the rhythm for the hours ahead. If you're not a morning eater, even a light lunch with eggs and vegetables is far better than a late-night snack. Here's a simple tip. Listen to your body's signals. If you often feel sluggish after dinner or notice heartburn at night, try shifting your heavier meals earlier. Within days, many people notice better sleep, steadier energy, and even smoother digestion. Timing really does matter. You could eat the healthiest food in the world, but if you eat it when your body isn't ready, it can't do its best work. So let your meals match your body's rhythm. Eat your eggs when the sun is up, keep nights light, and give your heart the rest it deserves. Because health isn't only about choosing the right foods. It's about giving them the right moment to take care of you.